boys, we've got to talk. So obviously we are at a low period with GTA 6 news. That's not a secret. You can tell there's just not a lot of movement from Rockstar at the moment. They're busy working, cracking on with it. And to be honest, it's the summer holidays, people are going away, people aren't really looking at what's happening with GTA 6 news on the internet. And to be honest, for the past couple of weeks, I've been keeping my ear roughly to the ground, but only kind of stepping in and out of GTA 6 stuff as and when the information crops up. Now, the other day, I did take the time to listen to Take-Two Interactive's earnings call, and well, here's a list of things that I could have done during the call that would have probably provided me more information about GTA 6. But Strauss Zelnick actually did do an interview. It's so annoying that the earnings calls, Strauss doesn't really say anything relevant to anything to do with Grand Theft Auto, but after the earnings calls, he talks far more freely with different interviewers for different outlets. So in today's video, I want to go through the interesting stuff, but also explain why the interesting stuff is complete peak insanity. So the first thing that cropped up is I got clickbaited. I fell victim to something that I'm usually like the guy to spot. So I saw this article saying Grand Theft Auto 6 delayed to next year, will launch on May the 26th, 2026. And I was like, what? Yeah, obviously, we know this. Well, this article only came out a few hours ago, but yeah, I actually read through the article and they're talking like this is new news. They're talking about GTA 6 being delayed. I'm hoping you guys were already aware of this, because if you weren't aware of this is going to be really saddening news for you. Yes, Grand Theft Auto 6 is no longer coming out in 2 months' time. It's coming out of May of next year. For some reason, this has managed to trend on Google News, so that's fun. But the next thing I want to talk about, which is the actual peak insanity, is the most popular search term for Grand Theft Auto 6 at the moment, today, according to Google's keywords. It doesn't give you the exact number, but it gives you a percentage score of how active that search is. Out of all the GTA 6 searches, 84% of them, 84% of them are people Googling what the price of GTA 6 will be. So there's a few things that we should probably go over. I'm losing the will to live. Firstly, the price of GTA 6 at this point on doesn't really matter. We are not near the release date for the game, and we're probably at minimum 6 months away from any pre-orders. The next thing is Strauss Zelnick said the same thing that he said about 4 or 5 times before, and the internet has exploded. People are losing their minds. So in many interviews over the past 2 years, Strauss Zelnick has said repeatedly over and over and over again that the pricing of games for Take-Two Interactive is purely based on like the proposition value. So, for example, if you pay X amount for a game, do you as a player get your money's worth? Now, there's people saying that they hope GTA 6 will be $60, $70, $100, whatever it might be. The truth is, and this is a controversial take, but full disclaimer, they will not do this, but they could charge $500 for GTA 6. And if it's the game that we think it's going to be, it would probably work out at like a couple of dollars a month's worth of value, which, you know, considering that a Starbucks is like $7 and people are happy to pay that, or if not even more than that, it would technically speaking on paper be good value for money. But Strauss Zelnick's point is they're not going to charge extortionate amounts, but they're also not going to make the game ridiculously cheap. The whole point for them is that Take-Two Interactive as a business needs to make money, but at the same time, as players, we need to find value in what we pay for the game. So the pricing of GTA 6 is pretty much anyone's guess, but the truth of the matter is that they could charge $100 or $120 for maybe the deluxe edition, whatever it might be, and they'll be absolutely fine. I don't think anyone's going to complain at that price point. I know for me personally, I probably wouldn't. But then again, it also comes down to affordability. But anyway, we are getting way ahead of ourselves. GTA 6's price point doesn't really matter at this point in time. And the amount of people that are chronically obsessed with the price point, when we don't even know how long the game is, we don't even know what that value proposition would be for the game. I find it absolutely absurd that it's the most searched thing in relation to GTA 6. Not the characters, not the story, not trailer 3. The most searched thing is the price. Just to hone in on what Strauss Zelnick actually said recently, which is him just reiterating what he said before. The announcement will come from Rockstar in due time. Our goal is always to deliver more value than what we charge. We've had variable pricing at the company for years. That's it. That's your news. In all seriousness, I do think it's interesting to like explore maybe what the pricing could be, but at the same time, we don't know what we're even paying for yet. Are we getting like a premium edition? Are we getting a base version? What is the base version? Is there even going to be physical copies? Ooh, we don't know. Realistically, yeah, I hope so. If there isn't, I will kick off. Oh god, that'll be. Oh, you'd have a week of angry Cyberboy content if they didn't do physical editions. But this leads on to the next point, which I want to talk about, like the general state of GTA 6 news. Now, this is like a bit of a controversial take. You guys can disagree in the comments. Around the period of, like, do you know when we had that whole 27 theory thing, which, by the way, confirmed was actually an intentional troll by a Rockstar employee. I'm hoping I can do a full video about it soon. There's a few bits that need to fall into place to make that happen, but keep your eyes peeled. The 27 theory period was like, one, it was like a pretty weird period of time. People got so passionate about it that, like, myself and other creators, we just got like the most insane backlash. Yeah, it was weird. But also I feel like it was one of the only times in the past couple of years where the GTA community, other than the release of trailer 1 and trailer 2, but it's like the only times where everyone just pulled together to get stoked about something. There was like such a huge buzz of excitement in the GTA community, and I'm hoping that Rockstar do something soon, like even announce something or just show us just a couple more screenshots just to get that conversation going. And I'm not talking about this from like a YouTuber perspective. It's not about like the views side of thing. It comes down to actually having something worthwhile to communicate. This video that I'm making right now is a bit of a piss take and more of a commentary piece on the GTA community right now as we speak, but I do really miss that whole 27 period. It was exciting. Like, myself and many creators had many conversations about what we think could be going on, whether we think it is a troll, whether we think it's legit, and it actually created a period of really interesting content on YouTube. For me, that's when my channel went from like 20,000 to 30,000 subscribers, and the debates in the comment sections were entertaining. They were almost educated in some cases. People were doing deep research into 27 theory, and it was exciting. And that, for me, that wasn't peak insanity. Like, now with the knowledge that everything was, we were supposed to follow that. It meant nothing, but we were supposed to look into it, and it was a bit of a troll by a Rockstar employee. It kind of makes it a bit more exciting and a bit more fun, and I'm not even mad about it. I feel like at the moment, like the GTA 6 news space, especially from, I'd say, the more mainstream media, a lot of the news tabs that you see on Google and all of that stuff, it just tends to be like low-hanging fruit. By the way, this is coming from me, a guy that's made over 400 videos about GTA 6, probably more than that, to be honest. But it's kind of the same thing where you read these articles and you read the titles and you're like, what does that mean? Like, it will say something in the third person, which, by the way, there's a whole psychology thing for media outlets doing this, but they'll say things like GTA 6 fans are something. And what it would do is it will provoke a reaction from people that aren't GTA 6 fans, but it will also provoke a reaction from GTA 6 fans. And it's always just bollocks. I've even had as well, like, a gaming Bible call me an insider on some bullshit they posted like 2 weeks ago. No, I'm not an insider. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a professional yapper. Like, that is my qualification here. Oh dear. Right. Anyway, I'm going to cut the video off there. This video was a bit of a ramble. I just wanted to talk about GTA 6 in a non-serious way for a bit. I feel like a lot of the GTA 6 news that I try and put out on this channel tries to be too serious, and I try to just present the facts, where sometimes I just want to waffle about the topic, and I want to talk about the topic, and I want to share that with you guys, because I think it's interesting to talk not just about the game, but the way the game is portrayed through media. Like, what's actually going to be happening over the next 2 years with the GTA community is absolutely insane. Like, whole careers are going to be built off the back of Grand Theft Auto, whole friendships, communities, relationships. This is such a really exciting period for gaming. And obviously, I recently played Mafia: The Old Country. I personally enjoyed it. Some people didn't. Everyone has an opinion. But I feel like the spark being reignited for a passion in gaming again, in me, not about the industry, but yeah, I'm excited for the next year. This video is a total waffle, by the way. I'm recording this at like 2 in the morning. But yeah, thank you for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video.
All I got is questions. I never hold no answers. Bet you sick of hearing lessons from a dude who got no handle. Yeah, someone save me, tell me what to do.